everyone, this is Alma coming to you from Huntington Beach, California. Today is Saturday, May 20th of the year 2023, and this is going to be my 100th FlossTube. So as always, I want to welcome you all. Welcome back to all my current viewers and subscribers, and thank you as always for your continuing support, for coming back, video after video and checking in on me. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, so thank you very much. And if this is your first time visiting, then welcome. I hope that you like what you see, you find a reason to stay, subscribe, and continue to follow me on my stitching journey. I hope that everybody's doing well. I hope that everybody's staying safe and sound. Everything's good here. Finally on summer vacation. Finals week was not this week that just ended, but the week before last. However, grades weren't due until last night. So even though we were on summer break, everybody was still on pins and needles as those grades started coming in. But finally everything's done. And I officially feel like I'm summer break now. I can relax, recharge, and just, get ready for the next semester. So having said that, I have been able to stitch quite a bit the last couple of weeks because of my newfound free time. So let's get to the stitching. And there's no particular order. This is just the order in which I have the whips here. One of the whips that I did want to work on this month is my Children Crafts chart. This is Snow Girl. Artwork is by Daniel Kordick. And this is one of my oldest pieces. I know I had it in 2020, so I think I started this in 2019, November 2019. And it's slow going with this one. I'm still working on the same corner. I am doing the apple first, just decided to add that pop of color, before doing all those blues and grays with the snow. So I added 1,000 stitches this time around. All of them were down here. Again, just blues and grays. I think it was just like 2 colors really that I used. But I finally hit 18%. I would like to hit 20% this year because again, it is one of my oldest pieces. I crunched the numbers and I would need to do, I think, like 3,000 more stitches, or about 3,000 stitches to hit that number. So considering that I did 1,000 this time around, maybe again picking it up 2 or 3 more times to take care of that goal may not be such a big issue. So that's one. And then another whip that I've been working on continuously the last few months is my travel piece. This is Chopper. Focus. It never really wants to focus. But the pattern is by Be Cute Today on Etsy. And as I mentioned, it's my travel project, so it does get worked on regularly. More so the last week. Because it all depends. It all depends on how many students are coming into the tutoring center for help. So if there's not that many, then I get more time to stitch. Again, especially now that because usually I would do homework or study on my downtime, but now that I'm there is no more studying left to do, I have more time to stitch. So this is where we're at. It's kind of hard to tell because of the lighting, but I did decide to do the background on this one. I was on the fence about it. I didn't know if it would really add to the piece, but decided I would just go ahead and do it, just to add a little bit more dimension to it. But I am doing it, again, kind of hard to tell. I am doing it on half stitches, not full stitches. So as it is, I added 800 stitches to them. Well, I say 800 stitches, that's 800 like full cross stitches, so it's 1600 half stitches if we're going by that math. And again, most if not all of the stitches were just done on the background, because it is a lot. That's partly why I was hesitant to do the background, is because there's just a lot of stitching. But it's going by fast. As it is though, I am because I added so many stitches to them, I am getting a little tired of them. So if and when summer break comes for that school, I may just take a break from him as well. I think it's time for a giveaway. I was gonna wait until the end of the video, but I kind of just want to get it out of the way first. I do want to commemorate the 100th FlossTube, my way of saying thank you for following me, for sticking with me for 100 videos. I talked to Sammy from Tiny Hummingbird Stitchery on Facebook, and she has graciously agreed to help me out with this giveaway. I will be giving a $20 gift card to anyone, well, somebody who adds the word hummingbird to their comment. And Sammy has again graciously agreed to cover shipping for domestic orders. So if you are living in the United States, then those $20 do not include the shipping. However, if it is international, then you would either have to take the shipping into account, or just, you know, pay the shipping yourself. So yeah, so you know the drill. Don't mention giveaway in your comment. You must be 18 years of age or older. And again, the keyword is hummingbird. I will be picking a winner 2 weeks from now, because that's usually when I film my videos. I may do another video in a week, next weekend, considering that I've been stitching a lot more. I may just have more things to show you by next weekend, but I'll leave this open for 2 weeks regardless, whether it's one video or 2 videos from now. So yeah, so go ahead, and again, thank you very much for following me for so long. It's been, I think, 3.5 years technically. So hopefully we'll be together for 100 more videos to come. Okay, so back to the stitching. Another piece that I worked on for the first half of this month is my Mirabilia. She's been a regular my last few videos. This is Portrait of Veronica by Nora Corbett. I've split her up into 12 different sections with the hopes of doing a section per month, and then have a finish by the end of the year. And I'm not caught up just yet, but I did want to take a break from her just because I have been stitching on her for so long. As it is, I've added 1800 stitches on her this month alone. So it's been a bit. This is where we're at so far. So I can't see. There we go. So yeah, I'm still doing April's section technically. I thought that the split would come like at the end of this right here, and then I looked at how I divided it at the beginning of the year, and I realized that the April section also included this like tiny little sliver of a ribbon down here. So kind of felt a little bit discouraged that I wasn't done. So I just, but yeah, I said, okay, I'm still gonna take a break from this because I have other things that I wanted to work on. And but like as you can see, I still started on on that bottom section anyway. So I think what I'm going to end up doing with her is, because again, it just happened that by the time I realized that I wasn't as far into the April section as I thought I was, it was the halfway mark of the month. I think that's what I'm going to do next month as well. So I put her to the side, and I don't intend on picking her back up until June. And then I'll work on her for the first half of June. Hopefully that'll get, I mean, we'll see, but hopefully that'll get me at least, you know, April and May done. If not, get me, like, you know, well into May. If I don't end up, because then I'll have June to do as well. So if those 2 weeks are not enough to get me caught up, then I'll just do it again in July. I'll work on her for the first half of July. But again, it's just going to be constant. The sections are going to get smaller, and that's the other thing that I'm counting on is, so this third bit of the dress is what I'm currently working on for April. So I think this is all May. Again, pretty large section, but then you know, the sections are gonna get smaller. So I'm also counting on that to be able to get caught up, because it's a lot of stitching. This is the first Mirabilia that I've ever done, and I didn't realize, like, that's a lot of dress. That's a lot of dress. It's a big dress. It's a very pretty dress, but it's a lot. And I just miscalculated. I didn't realize it was going to be that much. So next piece I wanted to show you is another piece that hasn't seen the light of day for quite some time. This is my Watercolor Floral piece from Stitchery Stitch on Etsy. Again, one of my older pieces. I'm pretty sure I started this in 2019. And I'm barely like a page and a half into it. This is what we're at so far. It's just the top half. You can kind of tell, so the page break is here where the brown leaves are, and then you can kind of tell where the bottom of the page is. So I added 800 stitches this week to this one. The goal is to just go ahead and finish that page. I feel like I probably have just as much to do, maybe another 800, 600 stitches. And yeah, because again, this is one of my oldest pieces, so I feel like it deserves more focus. But it's just hard to stitch on because it's not compatible with Pattern Keeper, and the chart is like a color chart. It's got the symbols printed on it as well, but it's, you know, when you've got like 5 different shades of yellow right next to each other, it gets a little difficult. So that's that. And then I think the last piece that I have to show you is one that I didn't work on too much. I was watching a movie last night and I just needed something easy to stitch on. So I grabbed my 3 Things sampler from Moira Blackburn, because this has all the repetitive patterns on it, and I thought that'll do. And it's you know, I'm working on, I think, a 14 count on this one. It's a 14 count Ada, so I don't have to worry about seeing the stitches, counting the stitches. So this is where we're at so far. So you can tell it's a very large piece, but this is where we're at. And the 400 stitches that I added were basically these two, like the flowers here, the flower part of the flower pots, these two, and then I added the J and the K, and then the little zigzag pattern that's underneath the letters. So nice piece about, or the nice thing about this piece is that you know, you do a little bit of stitching and it makes a lot of difference. So I would like to just go ahead and finish this entire section all the way to the side by the end of the year. Just that entire top. So we'll see. We'll just keep this one in mind for whenever I just need to do some mindless stitching. So yeah, I believe those are all the pieces that I have to show you. I did Chopper. Yeah, Veronica, I got Snow in. Yeah, and the other two pieces. So yeah, so again, trying to get back into having a little bit more variety, especially because I want to take advantage of the summertime when I have the opportunity to stitch on more things. So hopefully you'll get to see more old whips, especially because I do want to stitch on all of my whips for 500 stitches each at least. So I'm just gonna take the opportunity and just go down the line. So that's also why I brought out Watercolor Florals, because that's my next oldest piece that hadn't gotten 1,000 stitches in yet. So I'll just keep going down the list, and we'll see how far I get. So yeah, as always, if you have any questions about anything you saw today, feel free to leave a comment down below. Again, hummingbird is your keyword if you'd like to participate in the drawing. And that's going to be open for 2 weeks. I may or may not film a video next weekend, depending on how much I get done. But yeah, the drawing will be open for two weeks. So yeah, I don't think I have anything else to add. So again, thank you very much for 100 videos. As always, I hope you guys have a relaxing weekend, a productive week, and you always find the time to do the thing that makes you happy. Till next time, ciao.